Well, let's continue that conversation right now on the air quality in New York. Like we said, it could take a turn for the worse today. Thankfully, we'll be nowhere near as bad as what we saw a couple of weeks ago. We want to forget that. Still, though, that air quality alert in place, like Byron was talking about, comes the same day that city officials are opening public pools to children ready for a summer fun. Picks up with Michelle Ross live at Fisher Pool in East Elmhurst with much more on the excitement around the pools, but there's also this air quality, a lifeguard shortage. There's a whole bunch of things going on, Michelle.
That's right, Dan. Now, yesterday's moderately poor air quality, it wasn't visibly noticeable, but today it can be for those sensitive groups as officials predict that these levels will reach the unhealthy side. Now, when it comes to these public pools, it's not enough. The air quality isn't bad enough to keep them closed on their first day. Now, New York officials such as the mayor and the governor are reminding these sensitive groups, such as the elderly, young kids, and those who suffer from respiratory disease, to take precautions today, like wearing a mask or limiting time outdoors. This group could feel symptoms like teary eyes and scratchy throat quicker and more serious than the rest of the population. The Department of Environmental Conservation has issued an air quality health advisory for the entire state, with western and upstate New York experiencing the worst of it. And a compelling piece of information here, an NYU professor who studied the air quality in the subway system says while on the platforms, it can be just as bad or worse than the air quality from yesterday.
Would it be as bad as when the wildfire smoke came through, and it might be coming through in the next couple of days? Probably about equivalent.
Now, while it's impossible for many of us to entirely avoid the subway, the great news is that once you actually step onto the subway train, the air quality greatly improves. Now, these pools, like the one behind me, all across the city, they'll be open at 11 a.m. We're live in East Elmhurst. Michelle Ross, Pix 11 News.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much. And I know a lot of kiddos are waiting for the big pools to reopen, but this is the story of the morning as well. Yankees pitcher Domingo Germán